Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today we will be counting down 10 times that Rockstar Games and the Grand Theft Auto series was in the media, for the wrong reasons. As always, please leave us a like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Let's get into the list. Number 10. The Grand Theft Auto Casino lets players spend real money, gambling. When the Diamond Casino was first announced, fans rejoiced. New content, new vehicles, properties and new things to do in the game. Meanwhile, things were set in motion. The news picked up on the fact that you could purchase in-game cash and then use that cash to gamble in the casino. Needless to say, this outraged media worldwide. Entire countries boycotting the game until steps were taken to conform to their laws on gambling. While gambling, whether in real life or in a game such as Grand Theft Auto, is always a hot topic, and this was no different. Number 9. Lindsay Lohan sues Rockstar Games for using her likeness. The Grand Theft Auto series pulls no punches when it comes to its poking fun at celebrity and modern culture. It pokes fun at social media, movies, music, reality TV and everything else it can within the confines of its barriers. One celebrity took exception to this. Lindsay Lohan filed a lawsuit against Rockstar Games when she felt her likeness was being used in the game. Upon seeing one of the now notorious GTA girls, she felt as though she was staring at an animated version of herself and decided to take matters to the courts. The lawsuit has since been dropped, but still, the attempt was made for the wallets of Rockstar Games. Only time will tell if Rockstar will take a different and more careful approach when it comes to its in-game characters. Number 8. Grand Theft Auto's notorious single-player torture scene. In a game where you shoot, stab, beat, burn and explode people, you would think people would be desensitized enough to violence in Grand Theft Auto, but one mission received a widespread backlash in the media. Of course I'm talking about the now notorious torture scene later in the game. Trevor is tasked with extracting information from a person, and the player, in control of Trevor, gets to administer the torture to the character. You get to choose the instrument of torture, and then go to town. Well, several media outlets cried outrage at this kind of thing being in a video game, but, as all things do, outrage quickly died down, and the people have since came to accept it as just part of the game. Number 7. Overworking staff. Deadlines approach, work needs to be done. Overtime is essential to finish the product before the game's release. Red Dead Redemption 2 is marked as an amazing piece of video game media. Its great characters, its scenery, its graphics, it all came together to take hundreds of hours of people's time, and people were more than happy to sink days of their lives into playing it. But the story behind the scenes is far different. The staff members of Rockstar Games were said to be unhappy at working toward a deadline, sometimes putting in over 100 hours per week. They were said to be fatigued and drained by the time the game was finally released. It's possibly the fault of us as consumers. We demand a lot from a company. When we get our release date, we are constantly riding the back of the company, so they feel like they absolutely must release on this specific date. Either way, we sincerely hope that, in future, the people working on these games get the time they need. Remember, a happy workforce is a productive workforce. Number 6. Grand Theft Auto Vice City had an ethnic cleansing mission. The Grand Theft Auto series never shies away from killing off people any race, gender or sexual orientation. It matters not. If a character needs to die, you can rest assured they will meet their end inside the game. But way back in 2003's Grand Theft Auto Vice City, one particular mission sparked outrage as the media branded it as ethnic cleansing in the gaming media. The Haitian community felt singled out. The media and other sources said about this aspect of the game, quote, "Players are instructed to exterminate an entire ethnic group. They call it an ugly racist twist." They were upset over a line of dialogue which stated, "I hate those Haitians, we'll take them out, we'll take these Haitians down." This is in reference to a gang within the game, and was never intended to single out an entire race according to Rockstar Games, but the damage was done and the outrage was already in the media. Number 5. A fan was stabbed and hit with a brick after buying the game. It's an exciting time. The new Grand Theft Auto game is about to release. You save some money, you head to the shop, and wait in line to get your copy. Hours pass as you queue before. Finally you reach the checkout, and you begin your journey home. We have all been there, but where very few of us have been is in the position a 23-year-old was in as he made his way home. The man was heading home to begin his Grand Theft Auto adventure when he was suddenly set upon by 3 people. They stabbed him, hit him with a brick, stole his phone, his watch, and his copy of Grand Theft Auto 5. Now I know that anticipation for a game release can make you do strange things to get your hands on it, but this has to be the strangest method I have heard to get on the streets of Los Santos. Number 4. Grand Theft Auto 5 accused of being designed to deliberately degrade women. As stated before, Grand Theft Auto is an over-the-top commentary on all things in the world today, be that social media, drug trade, celebrity, movies, and music. They find a way to poke fun at it. One thing I have never associated with the Grand Theft Auto is the intentional degradation of women. Yes, we have characters like Tracy who are the quintessential wannabe celebrity, who is dumb. She knows it, but never lets it get to her. We have characters like Michael's wife who exudes power and confidence, but several news articles have accused Grand Theft Auto of degrading women in the game. Number 3. Rockstar Games file lawsuit against the BBC over Game Changers drama. In 2015 a drama was released by the BBC which showed a glimpse at the inner workings of Rockstar Games headquarters starring Harry Potter. It was pretty well received and praised for its writing by most. The people who never saw the funny side of the program was Rockstar themselves. They filed a lawsuit against the BBC in retaliation to the show, and even released several tweets aimed toward the BBC. It is truly a fascinating series of events, and would take too long to show you here in this video, but if you are interested, there is a link to the wiki where you can find out more in the description below. Number 2. Numerous people blame Grand Theft Auto for their violent crimes. Over the years, Grand Theft Auto has been in the news for many reasons. As we have already mentioned, they have been accused and blamed for a lot of real-world events and problems. None so serious as when a person is killed, and, during questioning, the killer blame it on violent video games, such as Grand Theft Auto. In 2003, an 18-year-old killed 2 police officers and blamed it on Grand Theft Auto. In 2004, a 16-year-old killed his father and blamed it on Grand Theft Auto. In 2008 an 18-year-old killed a taxi driver and, you guessed it, blamed his actions on Grand Theft Auto. These are people who have murderous intent ingrained in them already, and it is truly unfair to blame their actions on these games. Millions of other people play this game, and they live productive lives. It is not the game, it is the person's mentality that makes them act this way. Number 1. The hot coffee controversy. Here we are once again, at the number 1 spot of our list. What else could take the top spot here, other than the hot coffee controversy? Take-Two and Rockstar Games were fined $5,000 and had their games blocked in certain countries, as well as having their rating changed from mature after code was found in the game that depicted sexual encounters. While the content could only be accessed by third-party mods, the ESRB still went ahead with their fines and rating changed to adults only. While the hot coffee mod does depict certain sexual activities, it's pretty funny watching low-resolution characters rump it out. And that is all we have for you today, folks. What did we miss? What would you have added to the list? Leave us a comment to let us know below. If you enjoyed, please leave us a like, and if you're new, please consider leaving us a subscribe so you can catch our next video. Thanks for watching. Scoopa-dee-doo.